If you think walking every day is enough to burn stubborn belly fat, there is something you need to hear right now. Walking is great. It keeps you moving. It clears your head. But if your waistline hasn't changed in months, the real problem might not be your effort. It might be your strategy. And in a moment, I am going to show you what actually forces your body to tap into deeper fat stores and reshape your midsection more effectively. A lot of people double down on walking when progress slows. They add more steps, longer routes, maybe even a weighted vest. But here's the hidden mistake most people make. They treat movement and fat loss as the same thing. They are not the same. Movement burns calories in the moment. Fat loss happens when your body is pushed to adapt. Have you ever wondered why some people walk every day and look exactly the same year after year, while others train 3 times a week and their entire shape changes? That difference is not genetics. It is stimulus. And by the end of this video, you will know exactly how to create that stimulus safely and effectively. Let's start with something simple. Walking is steady state. It is predictable. Your body adapts to predictable stress very quickly. Trainers suggest that once your body becomes efficient at a movement, it burns fewer calories doing it. That means the same 45-minute walk that felt challenging months ago now barely nudges your system. Most people fail right here because they assume more time equals better results. But more of the same usually just means more adaptation. Now here is where things shift. If you want to burn more belly fat, you need to increase something called metabolic demand. That does not mean extreme workouts. It means controlled intensity, short bursts, muscle engagement, movements that require your body to recruit more fibers at once. In a moment, I will walk you through a simple structure that can outperform long walks in half the time. But first, there is something important to understand. Belly fat responds differently than most people think. Experts agree that total body fat reduction is what changes the midsection, not endless of exercises or miles of walking. That means your training needs to challenge larger muscle groups. Legs, back, chest, core. When those bigger muscles work harder, your overall energy expenditure rises. And that is when your body begins to shift. Here is the second mistake that keeps people stuck. They avoid strength-based training because they think it is only for muscle building. They assume fat loss comes from cardio alone. But strength work increases lean muscle, and lean muscle increases your resting calorie burn. That means you burn more even when you are not training. Walking alone rarely creates that effect. Have you ever noticed how after a tougher workout, your body feels warmer for hours? That is your metabolism elevated. That is the afterburn effect trainers often talk about. And this is one of the key pieces most walkers are missing. Now let me show you the first upgrade. Instead of a 45-minute flat walk, try this, 20 minutes of interval walking. That means alternating 1 minute of brisk uphill pace or incline with 1 minute of comfortable pace. Repeat that cycle 10 times. It sounds simple. But this change forces your heart rate to rise and recover repeatedly. That shift in intensity signals your body differently. Most people underestimate how powerful small intensity changes can be. They think they need to run or jump. You do not. You just need controlled challenge. Trainers suggest that interval-based movement can improve calorie burn efficiency and stamina at the same time. And yes, it still feels safe and doable. But this is only layer 1. If you stop here, you will improve. But you will not maximize results. Because the real transformation begins when you combine intervals with resistance. In a moment, I will explain exactly how to structure this without spending hours in the gym. And I will also share the one movement combination that activates more total muscle groups than almost any traditional cardio session. Before we go there, let me ask you something. When was the last time your workouts made you slightly uncomfortable in a controlled way? Not exhausted. Not injured. Just challenged. That slight discomfort is where change lives. Walking often stays below that threshold. Here is the next actionable step. After your interval walk, add a 10-minute strength circuit. Nothing complicated. Body weight squats, push-ups or wall push-ups, bent over rows with dumbbells or resistance bands, plank holds. Perform each movement for 30 to 40 seconds. Rest 20 seconds. Cycle through twice. What this does is powerful. Your heart rate is already elevated from intervals. When you layer resistance on top, your body shifts into a higher demand state. This is where real metabolic change happens. Experts agree that combining resistance with moderate cardio can increase overall energy burn more effectively than steady-state cardio alone. But there is another factor that most people completely ignore. And this is where many plateau. Recovery. Yes, recovery. If you only walk every day, you might never stress your muscles enough to require real adaptation. But once you introduce intervals and resistance, your body needs proper rest and protein intake to rebuild stronger. And stronger muscle tissue supports higher calorie expenditure over time. In the next part, I am going to break down the exact weekly structure that balances walking, intervals, and strength without overwhelming your schedule. I will also explain why timing matters more than you think. And there is one simple habit that can quietly sabotage all your effort if you ignore it. Now let's build this the right way, because structure is where most people lose momentum. They either do too much too fast or they keep everything too comfortable for too long. And both approaches quietly cancel progress. If your goal is to burn more belly fat than walking alone can deliver, you need a rhythm your body cannot fully predict. Trainers suggest alternating stress and recovery in a way that keeps your metabolism responsive. That means not every session looks the same. Here's a simple weekly layout that works well and still feels realistic. 3 days focused on combined intervals and strength. 2 days of steady, relaxed walking. 2 days of active recovery or mobility work. Notice something important. Walking is still here. We are not eliminating it. We are upgrading its role. Walking becomes support, not the main driver. Most people fail because they treat one tool as the whole toolbox. Let's break down one of those combined sessions so you understand exactly how it flows. Start with 5 minutes of easy walking just to warm up. Nothing intense. Just movement. Then move into 10 rounds of 1 minute brisk incline or fast pace, followed by 1 minute easy pace. Keep your posture tall. Swing your arms with intention. Breathe through your nose if possible during the recovery minute. Here's the mistake many people make during intervals. They go too hard on the first few rounds and burn out halfway through. This is not a sprint session. It is controlled intensity. You should feel challenged but able to maintain form. Experts agree that consistency beats intensity spikes. After your intervals, transition immediately into resistance work. This is where the real shift happens. Pick 4 movements that target large muscle groups. For example, bodyweight squats, dumbbell presses, bent over rows, and plank shoulder taps. Perform each for 40 seconds. Rest 20 seconds. Complete 3 rounds. Have you ever wondered why workouts that involve your legs feel more demanding than upper body alone? It is because your legs contain some of the largest muscles in your body. When they work hard, your energy demand spikes. That demand drives greater calorie usage during and after the session. And here is something that might surprise you. It is not about how much you sweat. Sweat is not the goal. Adaptation is. You can sweat heavily on a long walk in hot weather and barely create the stimulus needed for meaningful change. On the other hand, controlled resistance training with moderate sweat can transform your body composition over time. Now let's talk about pacing through the week. On your steady walking days, keep it comfortable. 30 to 40 minutes. Use it to recover. Clear your mind. Focus on posture. Keep your stride strong. Trainers often emphasize posture because poor posture reduces muscle engagement. When you walk upright, core slightly braced, shoulders back, you actually activate more muscle fibers than when you shuffle forward. But there is one overlooked factor that silently blocks belly fat reduction. Muscle tension throughout the day. If you spend hours sitting and then rely on a single workout to fix everything, progress slows. Your body adapts to being still. Experts agree that small bursts of movement throughout the day can support better metabolic activity. Here's a simple rule. Every hour, stand up and perform 10 bodyweight squats or 30 seconds of marching in place. It sounds small. But these movement snacks keep your system engaged. Most people underestimate how powerful this can be over weeks. Now let me address something directly. Some people worry that adding strength work will make them bulky. That concern keeps them stuck in cardio-only routines. In reality, moderate resistance training supports muscle tone and shape. It improves how your body looks at rest. Walking alone rarely changes body composition in that visible way. In a moment, I am going to show you how to progress this routine safely without increasing workout time. Because the key is not more time. It is smarter progression. First, understand this. Your body adapts every few weeks. If you repeat the same weights, same intervals, same timing for months, progress slows. The fix is simple. Increase one variable at a time. Add slightly heavier dumbbells. Increase interval speed by a small margin. Add one extra round to your circuit. That is it. Small progressions compound. Have you ever noticed how people who look strong move differently? They stand differently. They carry themselves differently. Strength training does more than burn calories. It builds presence, confidence, stability. And that stability supports better performance in daily life. Now here is where many people slip. They try to change everything at once. Diet, workouts, supplements, timing. Then when results are not immediate, they quit. Trainers suggest focusing on consistency first. Give this upgraded structure 4 to 6 weeks. Track your waist measurement once a week. Not daily. Weekly trends matter more than daily fluctuations. But there is one more element that can dramatically amplify your results without adding strain. And most people completely overlook it because it feels too simple. It is how you finish your workouts. In the final part, I am going to show you a short finisher sequence that activates your core and glutes in a way steady walking never will. I will also explain why sleep and protein timing quietly determine whether your effort pays off or stalls. And there is one final mindset shift that separates people who see change from those who stay stuck repeating the same routine year after year. Now let's talk about the finish, because how you end your workout can determine whether your body shifts or stays exactly the same. Most people cool down and leave right when the real opportunity begins. They finish their intervals. They complete their strength circuit. They feel tired. And they stop. But there is a short window where your muscles are primed, your heart rate is elevated, and your core is ready to engage deeper than it did during walking. This is where the finisher comes in. And no, this is not about collapsing on the floor exhausted. It is about activating the muscles that give your midsection its shape and support. Here is a simple 5-minute sequence that can change everything if you stay consistent. Start with glute bridges. 40 seconds of controlled reps, squeeze at the top. Lower slowly. Rest 20 seconds. Then move into mountain climbers at a moderate pace for 40 seconds. Rest 20 seconds. Then finish with a forearm plank, holding steady tension for 40 seconds. Rest 20 seconds. Repeat the entire sequence once more. That is it. 5 minutes. Have you ever wondered why some people do endless crunches and never see visible change around their waist? Because the core is not just about bending forward. It is about stability, control, tension. When you train your glutes and deep core together, you create support around the midsection that walking alone cannot provide. Trainers suggest that finishing workouts with focused core and glute activation improves posture and overall muscle balance. And better posture alone can make your waist appear tighter because you are no longer collapsing forward. Now here is the part most people overlook completely. Sleep. You can train hard. You can structure your week perfectly. But if you cut your sleep short consistently, your body struggles to recover and adapt. Experts agree that muscle repair and fat metabolism are closely tied to rest. This is not about perfection. It is about prioritizing consistent, quality sleep as part of your fitness plan. And then there is protein. Not extreme amounts. Not complicated calculations. Just consistent intake across the day. Trainers often recommend including a solid protein source in each main meal to support muscle repair. When your muscles recover well, your body maintains lean tissue more effectively. And lean tissue supports higher calorie burn over time. Here is a question most people never ask themselves. Are you trying to burn calories, or are you trying to build a body that burns more calories naturally? Those are two very different strategies. Walking burns calories during the walk. Strength training and interval work reshape how your body uses energy throughout the day. That is the long game. Now let me address something honestly. Walking is not the enemy. It is powerful for mental clarity and general movement. But if you have been walking consistently and your midsection has not changed, the solution is not quitting. It is evolving. Replace 2 or 3 of your weekly walks with structured interval and resistance sessions. Keep your relaxed walks for recovery. Add the 5-minute finisher. Prioritize sleep. Maintain steady protein intake. Progress slowly every few weeks. Most people quit right before results begin to show because they expect dramatic change in a short time. But sustainable change builds quietly. You notice your clothes fitting differently, your posture improving, your energy rising during the day. Then the visual changes follow. And here is the final mindset shift. Stop chasing exhaustion. Chase adaptation. If every workout leaves you drained, you will not sustain it. If every workout feels too easy, nothing changes. The sweet spot is controlled challenge with room to recover. Have you ever noticed how disciplined people make fitness look simple? That is because they focus on structure, not chaos. They repeat what works. They adjust gradually. They do not panic when progress slows for a week. By now, you know exactly what walking alone cannot provide. You understand why intervals raise metabolic demand. You see how resistance training reshapes your body beyond calorie burn. You have a weekly structure. You have a finisher. You know the recovery pillars that support the entire process. The real question is not whether this works. Trainers and experts have emphasized these principles for years. The real question is whether you are willing to upgrade your routine instead of repeating what feels comfortable. Because comfort maintains. Challenge transforms. And if you apply what we discussed consistently, your body will respond. Not overnight. Not dramatically in 1 week. But steadily. Powerfully. In a way that lasts. If you found this video helpful, make sure to like, share, and subscribe.